Championship Sunday, always an exciting time at the PrimeTime Sports Tournaments. And here in Carrollton, Texas at the Advantage Sports Complex, we've reached the 8th grade girls championship game. A battle of two of the finest, two teams that come in not only undefeated in this tournament, but also undefeated over the past week and a half, winning their last tournament in undefeated fashion. Something's got to give here this afternoon. It's the 8th grade girls championships. Hi, everybody. Josh Haley alongside of Charles Campbell. And Charles talking to these two head coaches before the game. They're awfully confident in their teams, but we can't have a tie here. Somebody's going to lose their first game in a week and a half.
Someone is, and when I went over to speak to both coaches, they were both playing nice, but you can tell that they are very confident in their own team's ability. And I think we're just going to have a really tough and scrappy game ahead of us. The
Lady Warriors and the North Texas Raptors have both ran their way through pool play, and they did it quite convincingly. The North Texas Raptors have Justine Franco, Kelsey Boyette, Jaden Fife, Jasmine Quintana, and Caitlin Kobiski in the starting five. Lady Warriors, Ayana McCown, Anaya Williams, Nia Harmon, Kiara Garza-Mims, and Jocelyn Hartfield. And the first bucket on the board. Quick 2-0 lead for the home team, the Lady Warriors, wearing white.
That was quick.
Turnover.
These Warriors don't look like they're playing around here.
Now, they had a little bit of a scare in their pool play opener. They won 39-38, but they've been convincing ever since. 46-13 and 85-18 in their final pool play game. That sent a statement to the rest of this 8th grade girls field.
Yeah, it sent a statement probably to every team in nationals as well. You know, PrimeTime Nationals coming up in July. You're registering 85 points in a 32-minute game. You are definitely a team to reckon with.
Meanwhile, the North Texas Raptors undefeated in pool play, and they did it convincingly as well. Little runner off the glass, and that rolls in for Nia Harmon. Well, the Raptors 52-26 win in their opener, then a 62-46 win, 66-37 in their final game. Not even close in any of them.
What a bounce pass, my goodness.
Not able to throw on the brakes in time was Jocelyn Hartfield.
But what a pass by the point guard, Ayana McCown. A la Isaiah Thomas.
You don't see too many long bounce passes like that anymore.
My goodness, with the right hand.
Head coach William Mays for the Lady Warriors, assisted by Derek McCown. Coach Mays barking out instructions to his team. They're on a 3-on-1 fast break all the way in off the glass, rattles away, put back. Was there a whistle before?
Looks like there was a whistle at some point.
Well, that's one thing about having a court on either side of you. We've seen these players confused at times by whistles on the other courts, but I think these players are adapting. We saw that a little bit yesterday in the championship round. If anything, they're playing until somebody says, hey, enough, stop.
You know,
they're just making sure.
They are. And I mean, that's what you want to see if you're a head coach, just playing until someone stops you. But, you know, it is a challenge when you have two other courts going on either side of you.
Nia Harmon converts one of two. Errant pass sails out of bounds. Warriors will take possession. This Warriors team, as mentioned in the pregame, coming off of a tournament win. They won the PrimeTime tournament down in Waco last weekend. Had a 4th place finish down in Mansfield, Texas. Second year for the core of this team being together.
That Mansfield facility is absolutely gorgeous. Another fine facility for basketball.
Driving in, Jaden Fife draws the foul. So Fife to the line for a couple. There's the head coach, Daryl Boyette, assisted by Dale Fife.
Strong focus on those free throws.
Was talking with some of the team members for the Raptors before the game. one of the parents quickly pointed out Jaden Fife was the MVP for her middle school, not just for basketball, but the all sports MVP. Track, volleyball, horseshoes, I think, was one of them. Plays everything, is good at everything.
All around athlete.
All the way back on the fast break after the turnover. Second chance opportunity bounces away for Nia Harmon. Poked away. Great defense by Fife. If she doesn't get her paw on that, that's an easy layup. Three-pointer off the inbounds play, missing short. Put back, floater, goes up and in. Good follow by Jocelyn Hartfield.
You can tell this Lady Warriors team, they are definitely strong offensively. Look like they want to put a little pressure out top defensively here with the steal by, almost a steal by McCowan. Coach has got them playing hard on both ends.
Looking to inbound, Jasmine Quintana fires it in. Caitlin Kabisky had it poked away, tied up on the floor. We'll keep it on this end. And the Raptors are going to make a line change. We'll bring in three new players. Griffin Leverett, Kalila Fambro, and Kate Layton all check in.
Speaking with some of the parents before the game, it sounds like this Lady Raptors team is a feeder into the South Lake Carroll Lady Dragon High School basketball program.
Pretty decent athletic program down at South Lake Carroll.
You know, they I know that we're basketball, but speaking of football, I mean, they've been mythical national champions and have several players that suit them up on Sundays.
Three ball, just off the mark. Stolen away underneath. Out in front, Jaden Fife trying to go in one-on-one. Had it go off her knee. Good defense by Kate Renner. Staying with her step for step and clean defense. It's hard to find that in-between area when you're defending a one-on-one play, as the jump shot won't go. Too many times you'll see players foul really hard to prevent a potential and one, or they won't even get close to him because they're worried about the foul.
Yeah, there seems to be some of that in between, definitely at this level.
Down into the corner. Traveling violation. Griffin Leverett guarded closely.
Out top.
Now they're not giving any space.
Great pump fake and pull up.
Baseline jumper just off the mark. Battling for the rebound, another tie up. (7-2) early lead for the Warriors. Breaking out one-on-one. Kiara Garza-Mims.
A little bit early on the bounce pass. Great idea. Saw what she was trying to do just a little bit early. Getting it over to her teammate. Pretty nifty uniforms here by the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, both of them very sharp.
Very, very sharp.
Spinning pass, working down in the lane. Hartfield.
Almost and one.
Hartfield will head to the line. Pleasant to see two familiar team names as well in the Raptors and Warriors. sometimes it's easy to get a little bit lost with some of these team names. You've got like a DFW South Elite Baller Status, 5 different names on some of these teams.
No, you're exactly right. And, you know, I think what happens is that they go and these organizations pick up other teams that don't have a parent organization, and they say, we'll come play for you, but we want to keep our name too. So you get the Lady Warriors, Greg, 2020 Elite, Dallas. But this Lady Warriors team and the Lady Raptors, like you said, it's just clean and simple.
Well, there's a foul on the floor. Oh, these two teams have a little bit of a different road than what we've seen from some of the other teams today, in the sense that they were able to play their games for pool play early on. Coming into the hole, foul will head to the line, meaning that all their pool play games were wrapped up yesterday, and this is the first time that they have touched the floor today, as opposed to other championships we've already called today, Charles. Some of these teams were playing in their 3rd game of the day, but these two teams coming in awfully fresh with a full day's rest between games.
Yeah, no, it's really that can be a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, we just saw in the association both the Warriors and the Cavaliers had so much time off, and that was a blowout. This one is not a blowout, but, you know, it can be good. Oh, inadvertent. She didn't throw it in, and her teammate wasn't paying attention, and Raptors are very lucky. Then they turned it back over, but the Raptors are very lucky that they didn't give up an easier bucket here.
Head coach William Mays for the Warriors. His team out in front by 8 here in the early stages. 3 ball on the way. Missed everything. Fife's looking to push. All the way to the other end. Blocked away.
And she dropped it right back in her lap. That's it. That should be Lady Warriors basketball with the block and drop back in her lap.
And they do get the call right now. Nia Harmon on the solid defensive play. This is Harmon who will bring it forward. Reminder, one more live game today on Championship Sunday, the 10th grade boys championship immediately following this game. The 3 ball too long.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors, being a little patient. You want to be careful in these corners. Looks like the Warriors definitely want to trap.
Short baseline
pass.
Tipped around, right back up was Caitlin Kobiski. Stay with the Raptors.
No
Extra
look
pass.
skip. Short. We're off and running. Right.
Renner, the trailer. Banks it in
Dropped
off a
it
couple
in.
of banks. How about that?
Trail 3. After a few touches around the rim as we get a good look at her there.
First 3
now
of this
she
game.
gets a steal. Kick ahead pass.
Here's Harmon. Spins into the lane, tries to go up. Good block away by Kobiski.
Kobiski with the rim protection.
And Kobiski gets tied up at the other end, and the possession arrow will send it back to the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, but I love what the Raptors did there. Kobiski got the block on one end. She ran the floor like she was supposed to, and they definitely rewarded her. Unfortunately for her, the Warriors got back, tied her up, and we're going the other way. But good ball movement early by the Raptors. They just got to get some shots to fall. Tough inside pass.
Double-digit lead now. The Raptors desperately need some offense.
Swing, deep three. You know, I'm not sure if players that aren't used to playing on a court that has all of the lines for high school, collegiate, and pro, they're not used to understanding that that first three-point line isn't your line. And so you'll get shots like that from an eighth grader from NBA range that'll fall short.
Here's a three. Strong rebound underneath by Anaya Williams.
If you're watching on the broadcast, that yellow three-point line is actually their line. That's high school regulation. There you see it, a good shot of all three lines, high school, collegiate, and professional.
And then you've also got the futsal line as well, the light blue one that starts the furthest out but comes in closer to the basket up into the lane.
You know, you have to give me an education exactly on futsal. Is that?
It's soccer played on a hard court.
Okay, okay.
So difference in indoor soccer, you have a turf or artificial field and walls. Futsal, no walls and a hard court.
Oh, nice inside split.
Anaya Williams on the board. Balanced attack for this Lady Warriors team. 5 different players scoring in this game, upping their lead to 13.
Yeah, Anaya Williams, really tough, nice inside pivot footwork in between the split. Almost a turnover here, yeah, backcourt. That'll be Lady Warriors basketball. These Lady Warriors guards are relentless up top with their pressure.
Timeout on the floor, 7:32 to go. First half, 15-2 lead for the team in white. Lady Warriors, their head coach William Mays should be pleased. Meanwhile, the Raptors trying to regroup. Daryl Boyette, Dale Fife, got to figure out a way to get their team some offense going.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get some buckets. A way to offset this pressure up top and try to finish inside.
Well, the national championships for Primetime Sports not too far away. We're just right now looking at about 7-8 weeks away, and that will be July 26th through the 30th here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And teams that register by end of day tomorrow will get that $90 off for registering early. Primetime Sports National Championships.
Come and get the ring.
It's a great event, being there in past years, seeing over 800 teams show up.
Where else can you say that you're truly a national champion? I think you would have to face at least 800 teams. Have 800 in a tournament to consider yourself a national champion.
And for some of these the tournaments like now where you're more localized, as the jumper dropped in by Jocelyn Hartfield, you see more regional teams here, but those national championships a couple years ago, watched one final. It was between a team from Chicago, Illinois, and Baton Rouge. So
exactly.
You're really drawn from everywhere.
Look at her attack this rim. Oh, long Euro step. You know, I saw a post the other day on Twitter from a basketball coach, and he was just saying, I think he was maybe in his 60s or so, and he was saying there are now fundamentals that are being revealed to the game that weren't back then. And I think specifically one of the things that he's talking about is just that level of footwork. You know, a Euro step at that age, guys weren't doing that. You know, it was kind of just gather 1-2 and go straight up. But now you can gather 1-2 and change directions and do a lot of different things with it. And I mean, these kids are just talented. You know, we're watching 8th grade girls Euro step around each other to the rim.
Evolving before our eyes indeed. Nearly taken away on the inbounds, but controlled by Boyette. Lady Warriors are making everything tough on the Raptors right now. They're not giving them any space, even outside the line, and count it. And one, Jaden Fife banks it in.
And one, coach's daughter, I assume, same last name, with the +1 opportunity here. Nice floater from right outside the free throw line.
Fife has all of her team's points. She's a perfect 2 of 2 from the line so far today.
That focus stance.
Put back. Bounces away. Rebound secured by Madison Jones.
The Raptors, those would have to be the ones they have to see start to convert. Those point-blank shots have to start falling for them.
Turned over.
Nice turn.
What a block by Jones.
Big time block. Look at that pass.
Pass up ahead for McCown.
And McCown, misses at the rim.
Fife crossing over. Pulls up at the free throw line.
And listen.
That's a smooth play in transition, isn't it?
That was really smooth. Crossover right into the jumper, and she held the follow-through for us a little bit. See if they can string a little run together. Oh, tough play. Fambro need a head action there. Like she took one to the side of the head. Nice extra pass. Clearing space, fighting for it.
Renner able to battle, win it, keep it alive, and kick it out.
Timeout here, Lady Warriors. Guess he didn't like what he was about to see, so he said, "Hey, let me pause you guys for a minute."
18-6 lead for the Lady Warriors. There they are. And head coach William Mays. I'm sure they're pleased with what they're seeing so far. Reminder, we've got one more game for our live coverage here today, and
looks
there's
like
a player
McCown.
down.
I mean, I know this as a ball player. My dad made me do this. You miss a layup, you got to drop and give me 10 push-ups. So I think she brought herself to the ground on her own after missing that last layup.
Got to appreciate the self-discipline there.
I'm telling you, I'm impressed. You know, we have a generation of kids that'll sulk and act like it doesn't matter. Obviously, that was very valuable to her personally, and she went and got those push-ups. Wow. Great ball movement here by the Warriors. No wasted dribbles. Oh, a little careless turnover here, but Fife, here she is attacking again. Probably a foul there.
Staying with the Raptors. Our final game of the day, a 10th grade boys championship. We're scheduled for a 5:40 tip-off.
Fife is back to the free throw line again.
Fife, all 6 of her team's points here so far. The short arm's the first. 4 tournaments already this summer for this Raptors team. Won a tournament last week in Denton, Texas for Memorial Day. And coming on a 7-game win streak. 4-0 last weekend, and then of course 3-0 in pool play here so far this weekend. 0 for 2 trip for Fife.
Trying to hit that short corner. You know, it's difficult as the player's moving to the short corner to try and hit them with a pass. You want to let them establish themselves first before you get the ball in there. Fife again. There's another one of those whistles that kind of paused play for a second.
Renner.
Great kick to the corner. Man.
And the finish is there for the Lady Warriors, Jocelyn Hartfield, leading all scorers with 8, and the second three-pointer made.
Great steal. She anticipated the behind-the-back move, and now Hartfield is going to get a layup.
She's in double figures.
I really would love us to go to the hockey model. If you make an assist, you get a point for that as well, because, I mean, a lot of times certain plays don't happen without a perfect pass or a perfect play. And that last drive and kick that we saw that opened up that three, Renner was absolutely excellent. She deserves, give her a point.
Yeah, you're definitely right. There's those plays sometimes, a lot of times, that the pass is much more important than the shot.
Almost another steal, 5 from 3. Bang. She can play.
First three made of the game, Kelsey Boyette.
Coach Fife told her, step up. You're shooting from the NBA line, baby. Don't do that again. Recognizing that was a deep bomb. Oh, wow.
Splitting defenders.
I don't know how she got through there, but she did. My goodness.
And Jada Howard with the drive.
From dexterity. What a play.
Sailing in like a defensive back.
I was going to say.
Kiara Garza-Mims knocked it away.
Looking like a safety. Looking like a safety there. Chasing that down. I know a team just up the road, silver and blue, that needs some help at that spot. Look at this, another deep three. Oh, and another one.
Jaden Fife.
Okay.
Back-to-back threes for this Raptors team. Trying to get back in it, cutting it to 11. Answer is not there for Jordan Bell.
That's 5. Here's another one.
This time Boyette just off the mark. And Fife going for the steal, nearly had it from Harmon.
Oh, they just let her drive right through.
Floating in, missed. Fife secures the rebound. Jaden Fife, one of two players that are seventh graders, not eighth graders.
Nice pass to Fambro.
Kalila Fambro with her first bucket.
Inside spin to the drop off. Looks like the Raptors are getting some rhythm here. Mounting some momentum. If they can string some stops together, they can get really close. Good swing pass, she's wide open. It's right off the front of the rim. Look at the top, look again. Again, Euro side step right at the rim.
Nia Harmon with her 5th points. Down on 1 minute to play in this first half. Rebound loose, big collision, bodies all over the place.
Crossover. Extra pass.
Now they're going to get Jaden Fife on the personal. Raptors really need to find a way to cut this into single digits going into the locker room. Driving inside with the left hand, Jada Howard. 13-point advantage. Fife double teamed, kicks it out. Boyette for 3. Just off the mark, offensive rebound for Layton.
And I can see why coach was urging them to step up. Their shots are just short. They're all on line. They're just short. And a quick bucket there for the Lady Warriors.
Kiara Garza-Mims puts the lead back up to 15.
Looking for the dive there. Nice flow.
Runner in the lane. Won't go. Offensive rebound, put back up off the rim. And that's the way the first half ends. Lady Warriors, impressive effort in the first half. They lead it 29-14 over the Raptors here in the 8th grade girls championship game. Lady Warriors led in scoring by Jocelyn Hartfield, who had 10. 5 apiece for Nia Harmon and Kate Renner. 2 each for Jada Howard. Kiara Garza-Mims, Anaya Williams, and Ayana McCown. For the Lady Raptors, 9 points for Jaden Fife, 3 for Kelsey Boyette, and 2 for Kalila Fambro. And Charles with the head coach.
This is Charles Campbell with PlayHoops.com. I'm here with Lady Warriors head coach William Mays. Coach, tell us about that first half for your team.
Defensively, we wasn't bad. Down the end, we let number 3 get a couple of shots. She's not a bad player, but I just think we didn't do good, give her good defense. She shot wide open shots. You know, that was kind of been my trait all year, just trying to get us to be steady defensively. But offensively, I think we got good buckets and just play good ball.
So what adjustments, if any, will you make for the second half?
We'll probably look to get more ball, get the ball inside more. I didn't think we got inside to my post as often as I wanted to. And defensively, just try to be better and not give up open shots like we did down the stretch in that first half.
Perfect, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Josh.
All right, thanks, Charles. The head coach for Lady Warriors, William Mays, got to be pleased with his team's effort, leading by 15 at the half, but he has not let up on the coaching. He's still giving his players instruction, and they know in this championship game, second you take your foot off the pedal, that allows your opponent to get back in it. A free throw shooting in the first half, 4 of 6 for the Lady Warriors, 2 of 5 for the Raptors. Raptors go 2 of 8 from long range. Lady Warriors go 2 for 7. Well, so we know the thoughts, Charles, of the head coach William Mays for the Lady Warriors with his team up 15. What about the team down 15, the Raptors? What do you think head coach Daryl Boyette's saying to his team?
You know, honestly, I think for them it's a matter of converting on the inside. I mean, it's not like they haven't had opportunities. They're missing point-blank shots, and they really have to deal with what's going on up top, kind of addressing some of this pressure. It's not necessarily a press look. It's almost like a 1-2-2, but so they kind of probably want to spread that, maybe have 2 up top, 1 in the middle, really attack from the middle of the zone and really look to get it into their hot hands. Fife was just hot in that first half, excuse me. So maybe put the ball in position with her to make some more things happen.
Team you see warming up on the floor right now to the right of your screen, that's a team that we will see in our 10th grade boys championship coming up next. That's the Burke Elite team. They will take on the Knights Elite, and they're hitting so many threes they just got balls stuck in the net. This team is sharp shooting, and they blew away their opponent in the semifinals. And they'll have a tough opponent in the Knights Elite team in the championship. Again, that's the 10th grade boys division, and that final is set for a 5:40 tip-off. And, of course, you can catch it live here on Hoops TV as we get set to start the second half here in the 8th grade girls championship game. Lady Warriors and the NTX Raptors. Speaking of hoops, the All-In Hoops Fest tournament, July 21st through the 23rd. You'll see super pools for the 16 and 17 age divisions, but overall boys divisions 14 through 17. And that will be in Louisville, Kentucky. Lady Warriors with the ball to start this second half. And here we go. Final 16 minutes underway here in the 8th grade girls championship game. Two teams that haven't lost a game since over 2 weeks. Both won a tournament last weekend. Traveling violation.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was a travel or not, but our friend called it. We're going the other way.
Justine Franco circling in. Lost it out of bounds as she lost her footing.
Ball reversal. Back over. You know, it's interesting. The one thing about the Warriors, if you notice on the perimeter, they're not standing. As they pass, they cut, they move away, they screen away. That's the most we've seen as far as one-on-one dribble. But it's a pass and go away. Move around. Now they're applying full court pressure in a 1-2-2 full court look. Looks like they will almost get a turnover. McCow heading over into the sideline, into the chair. She's a scrappy little guard.
Layup after the takeaway. Jocelyn Hartfield, the leading scorer in the first half, sitting on 12 points now as their team leads by 17. Another takeaway.
Did he get the timeout? No. Looks like Coach Mays was trying to get a timeout there to save that ball, but Lady Raptor basketball.
Griffin Leverett carrying.
McCown.
High arcing three.
Again, another one of those deep shots. Lady Raptor ball handlers are avoiding McCowan at all costs. Whenever she steps in front, they go the other way immediately.
Garza Mims floating into the lane. Off the mark from Howard. Tied up, possession arrow to the Raptors.
Great way to follow her shot. Over the top. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier when you asked me at halftime what adjustments did the Raptors need to make. Those shots right there where you get a point-blank layup, they're going to have to start converting some of those, or this is going to get out of hand pretty quick. Here we are, pass, go away. Timeout, Coach Mays not liking what he's seeing in terms of ball movement. Really, and Jones is giving Jones an earful here about passing and standing. Wanting her to hit that block, passing and go and dive to the basket.
Well, the Time to Burn Grand Finale Primetime Sports Tournament will take place later on in July. That will be kind of the final wrap-up, tune-up, if you will, before the national championships right here in the DFW area. Boys and girls, all age divisions.
Still, look at this.
There's the defensive back again.
Great bounce pass to a left-hand layup.
Hartfield sitting on a game-high 14 points.
This Lady Warriors team is really good. Another turnover, almost.
Fife comes in, gets hacked by Renner.
Gives Renner a little look about it, too. You know, I love that about the girls' game, though, I have to admit. You know, they're tough. They play chippy. They don't mind getting on the floor, diving, running into each other. Sometimes the boys can be a little too cute.
Fife in double figures. She's got 10 now.
Meticulously lines up that right arm, right elbow with the rim on those free throws. Not sure what the call was, maybe a travel. But in some way it's a turnover here.
Jumper from the right side off the mark from Quintana. All the way in, got in too deep, did Harmon. Taken away. Jones with the steal, hands it off. Going up is Hartfield, she'll head to the line.
One thing that I'm noticing about this Lady Warriors team, that every one of them can pass, dribble, and shoot. From the guards to the interior players, each one of them is able to, catch a basketball, put it on the floor, and make a pass. They make great reads. They're not in a hurry, but they're quick with their decision making.
Very balanced. As you mentioned, 7 different players scored in the first half. 0 for 2 trip. Fife secures the rebound. Dribbling past 2 defenders, blocked away by Harmon.
She challenged Harmon right at the rim, and Harmon met it, was up to it. Fife picks up a frustration foul there.
Tied up, shift the other way. Taken away at midcourt. McCown all the way in, lays it in, contested. Yana McCown.
We've been talking about point guard play on the boys' side all day. She's been very solid at that spot for her team.
Cutting through defenders and laying it in, Caitlin Kobiski. This was a 15-point advantage at halftime, been much more even here in the second half. Left elbow jump shot off the heel, put back, no good.
Look at that burst toward the rim. What a steal.
Clean takeaway by Harmon. Pushing ahead, lays it in.
Harmon works hard on both ends. Big block. The defense is becoming offense for the Lady Warriors.
Bell, that's a 3. Off the mark.
McCown with the driving kick.
Hartfield, Jocelyn Hartfield now has 17 points.
And again, McCowan delivered it perfectly to her pocket for the shot.
Runner in the lane. That's a good looking take by Justine Franco.
Very nice looking runner. Inside, outside.
Long 3-pointer. Again, missing short.
McCown with the pickup. Another perfectly delivered pass. Unforced turnover here for the Lady Raptors. Some new faces, some fresh bodies in. That last Warriors team, I mean, they defended for a good 6-7 minutes. I can imagine they're spent. Excellent effort by the Warriors.
Renner for three.
What a board.
Impressive rebound by Anaya Williams and the putback.
Big time board. A little too hard on that bounce pass. Went right through her teammate's legs.
Impressive to see the ability of some of these players after calling high school basketball all year long. There's a few of these players you could throw in a varsity game and they'd hold their own just fine.
You sure can. And we were just showing Fife. She definitely could be one of them. Oh, nice steal here.
Foul against the Lady Warriors. Head coach William Mays.
Giving a little technique lesson as play was still going on. Love to see coaches, even when they're up big, coaching their teams.
Never missing an opportunity.
You can tell they're definitely a well-coached group, solid group, and Coach Mays is definitely the reason for it.
Nearly a steal. Good step and good read by Layton. Reminder, our final live game of the day coming up. Scheduled 5:40 tip-off for the 10th grade boys championship game. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Bounce pass down low. Backing her way in. Layup no good for Howard. Got her own rebound. No. How about a third attempt? That went under the goal, but she'll get two free ones.
2 shots.
Turned over.
Great hustle, great find.
Bell's shot missing.
Look at her hassle the ball handler. Deep three. Substitution.
Bring Madison Jones back in. Long three, no good. Here comes Garza Mims. They've got a 2-on-1 breakout. Garza Mims lays it in.
Nice play by Fife. They've got to convert those. Collegiate three. And
Put back
one.
up. Fife with the strong putback. Clock still runs because they had a 25-point lead. You go to a running clock after that until the other team gets it down within 20. so stays at a running clock. Fife. Long three from Renner.
Look at the effort. Oh, that was a rough play. Elbow to Renner's face. She took exception to it as she got off the floor. Wholesale subs here for the Warriors, except for Renner, excuse me. She'll remain in the game.
Great passing around the perimeter. Three won't go. Offensive rebound, no.
Yeah, that was excellent ball movement. I mean, dare I say, a deep NBA three. Drive, kick, draw.
Offensive rebound, strong putback by Jada Howard. Just curled inside and used the little baby hook.
She turned right into the defender with the basketball, and looks like it'll stay here for the Lady Raptors. Renner finally comes out. Whole new Lady Warrior squad here.
Out ahead of the pack, trying to chase it down, just does, and the layup just off the mark. I'm surprised McCown was even able to chase it down. Fife will spot up for three. Got it.
She knocks it down.
16 points for Jaden Fife. Bounce pass. Well defended.
Nice cut.
Jones back up. Under a minute to go. And this game firmly in hand for the Lady Warriors. They're going to move to 2 straight tournament wins on the primetime stage. And winning in Waco, Texas. They'll be content to run this clock out. They led by 15 at the end of the first half. And they didn't let up here in the second. Final score, 47-25. Lady Warriors are your 8th grade girls champions. Congratulations to the North Texas Raptors. Great tournament showing. They come up short in the championship game, but very impressive here at this Round Ball Classic. And the Lady Warriors are your champions, going a perfect 4-0. Meanwhile, a reminder of our final live coverage game of the day, the 10th grade boys championship, and that is set to tip off at 5:40. That's just about 14 minutes from now. And meanwhile, we'll try to catch up with the head coach for the Lady Warriors, William Mays, and talk to him about his team's impressive performance today. Let's run down your final point totals. For the Raptors, Jaden Fife led the way. She had 16 points. 3 for Kelsey Boyette, 2 for Justine Franco, Caitlin Kabisky, and Kalila Fambro. For the Lady Warriors, they were led by Jocelyn Hartfield, who had 17. 7 points for Nia Harmon, 5 for Jada Howard, and Kate Renner. 4 points each for Kiara Garza-Mims, Anaya Williams, and Iana McCown. From the free throw line today, Lady Warriors go 5 of 10. while the Raptors go 4 of 8. Raptors were 3 of 12 from three-point range, 3 of 16 from long range for the Lady Warriors, who win this tournament. They cruise in their final 3 games. And now we bring in the head coach, William Mays. Coach, congratulations on the tournament win. Impressive performance by your bunch.
Thank you.
I think the thing that stood out to me, Coach, is no matter what the score was, your team had the same level of intensity. That has to be pleasing as a head coach.
It is. That's something that I've been really working on. We've had games where we kind of got a good lead and get lackadaisical. And so I've been stressing that we got to understand that the intensity has to stay up no matter what the level of competition we're playing, for the simple fact when we do play a stiffer competition, I want us to be prepared for the heat of the battle, where we're not used to getting lazy and lacquer. We're used to playing the whole game.
Defensively, Coach, you stayed in them pretty much the whole game, whether they were outside the three-point line or not, very closely, but respective defense at the same time. Were you happy with the defensive effort?
Oh, we've been working on it, man. It was a little better. You know, as a coach, you're really never satisfied, so I probably can't say I was happy, wasn't satisfied, because we still gave a few open shots. But just working, just trying to improve defensively, be better, and teach them how to play man-to-man at a young age.
Very balanced scoring attack as well. We saw a lot of sharing the basketball, a lot of your players scoring and scoring consistently. How good is it to see that many players getting involved and you're not relying on just one person?
Well, that's just been our team. This is my second year with this team, and we've been that way since I've had them. And believe it or not, I probably had more turnovers from them being unselfish. You know, I had to tell them every now and then, that was your shot, but because they're so unselfish, they're looking to get it to the next person. And that's one thing I can say as a coach that's really pleasing, where you don't have to force players to share the ball, but you have enough talent where everybody can go off at one time.
Very impressive effort, Coach. Thanks for your time. Congratulations on the championship.
Thank you.
That's the head coach, William Mays. Lady Warriors are your 8th grade girls champions. Reminder, our final live coverage game of the day coming up here in about 10 minutes, the tip-off for the 10th grade boys championship. Until then, for Charles Campbell, I'm Josh Haley. So long from Play Hoops.